Life in the military is hard, as is a transition back to civilian life. Hi, I'm Monta Williams, and welcome to this edition of Military Makeover Operation Career. Today, we're featuring companies that are offering exciting career paths to help our veterans get back into the workforce. Up first is 84 Lumber. As a family-owned business, they pride themselves on valuing their employees and customers, many of which are military veterans. They're named after the town of 84, Pennsylvania, which is where they're headquartered. Let's visit one of the country's leading suppliers of building materials.
In business for over 60 years, 84 Lumber's humble beginnings as a small-town cash-and-carry lumber yard has grown into the nation's largest privately held building material supplier. With 250 locations across the country, at the heart of the company's success are strong principles and national pride in supplying American-made products.
The interesting thing about 84 is we're a family-owned company. What makes us special is we're all about hard work, grit, doing whatever it takes to get the job done. We really believe that nobody outworks us, and that separates us from our competitors. Our customer is anyone, somebody who is a professional builder or a do-it-yourselfer. We can help you with any project that you have. 84 Lumber is owned and led by Maggie Hardy Knox. She sets the example for the entire company for really important things like establishing and maintaining a family atmosphere, respecting and honoring the military, giving back to the community, and of course working hard. And it permeates throughout the entire 84 family. Veterans are used to an environment where they are working really hard. It's a structured environment where they can grow and move up the ranks. I think that transition is very smooth for them because we are a place that is family-oriented and we work hard and we have each other's backs. And that's something that resonates well with veterans.
Navy veteran Josh Wood spent years trying various different jobs post-military service. At one point, even trying his hand at pro wrestling. But the glory of grappling in the ring proved no match for the security and career direction he has now.
I was 18 and just got out of high school. I didn't really have a whole lot going on for me besides working in a retail store, and just wound up going to a recruiter, and he was like, well, I have the perfect thing for you. So I picked the Navy because I wanted to travel the world. So I was in the military for 3 years. I did 2 deployments, visited about 15 countries. I took a lot of things from the military. They helped build my structure, and they helped me kind of navigate what's expected of me during a day. After my time in the military, I found out that I was having a baby. That really changed my whole structure and what I needed to do as far as my job at that point. My family has always been #1 for me. When I first got out, I didn't really know where to go. I didn't have any direction, and then I found my path here at 84. I'm a contractor sales representative, so I actually go out on the road. I deal with big contractors who need work done. We specialize in the install, so I deal with the builder, I deal with the customer, I deal with pretty much everybody, and I coordinate.
We love employing veterans because we know they come to us with those traits already in place, and we're very appreciative of those specific traits of dedication and commitment. Veterans can come in with 0 years of experience and learn from the ground up everything that they need to know to quickly be promoted into managerial positions or other positions in the company.
Veterans, more than most, appreciate the importance of family.
The family feel for 84, it's unreal. I mean, I walk into any store, and as long as I have that logo on my chest or the hat that I wear, you know, you come in with open arms.
We have military discounts, and we host an Operation Appreciation Month each year. This past year, we gave away a tiny house to a veteran in need. We want you to be a part of our family. When you think about wanting a career, you can have a career at 84 Lumber and provide for yourself and for your family. And when you go home at night, you can feel really proud about the work that you've done.
Welcome back. I recently spoke with the folks at PMI. Project Management Institute is the world's leading not-for-profit for those who consider project, program, or portfolio management their profession. With a presence in nearly every country around the world, they empower individuals to advance their careers and improve organizational success. And veterans know all too well how to successfully manage a project.
Founded in 1969, PMI delivers value for almost 3 million professionals working in nearly every country in the world through global advocacy, collaboration, education, and research.
Carrie, why don't you tell us a little bit about some of the various industries that PMI supports?
So PMI and project management can be found everywhere: in IT, financial services, government, healthcare, the military, and more. And what's really critical is that organizations and their executives understand that project management is a strategic competency that's going to help them innovate and deliver value to their stakeholders.
Now, is there a trend right now currently towards creating more and more project managers?
There is. The world is becoming more projectized or project-oriented, and as a result, there's high demand for qualified project professionals. And we believe project management is an excellent choice of profession for our transitioning military personnel and their spouses to consider as a lifelong profession, as their transitioning can sometimes find themselves underemployed or undervalued, and that leads to an unsatisfying post-military career, because organizations don't quite understand how their military experience is relevant.
Military veteran Eric Doc Wright founded Vets 2PM. After transitioning from the U.S. Navy, it was a rough 12-year process that finally paid off.
I did almost 6 years in the Navy. I was a welder attached to a submarine squadron, went to the Gulf War, and got out of the Navy, and my transition was really rough. Kind of knocked around in the job desert looking for the next thing, trying to find mission purpose. Got to the Department of Defense. I was a mediocre accountant. They made me a project manager, and I excelled because everything I used in the military, I could use in the project management realm, and the rest of my career just upticked from there. With the university, taught business, went and started my own companies and a nonprofit.
He created a business model that serves and supports others just like himself, empowering them to make their ideas and their career aspirations a reality.
In only 5 years, we've helped 860 plus transfer into 550 plus Fortune 500 companies. So creating a lot of economic activity for the country, for their households, for the industry.
PMI's tools and resources, along with Wright's proprietary process, provided the field manual and targeted language that helped vets go from service to civilian careers. Some cases in 90 days or less.
We help them translate their experience first, complete their PMP application. We then step 2, train them. Agile credentials, traditional credentials. We then prepare them, write them a 2-page resume, make over their LinkedIn profile, teach them how to use LinkedIn to find jobs and in companies they want to work at. And then step 4 is lifetime career placement and mentorship.
PMI knows project management skills are life skills. Everyone manages projects. It's their mission to help professionals and organizations around the world make ideas a reality.
We offer certifications like the Project Management Professional, or the PMP, which proves that these individuals have the skills and expertise to lead effective projects and can lead any team in any industry. And it also becomes a differentiator for them if they're a job-seeking candidate.
Welcome back. KBR is a global provider of differentiated professional services such as consulting, engineering, and field logistics, as well as technology solutions, often in challenging environments. Industry service include, but not limited to, aerospace, defense, and intelligence. These are sectors extremely familiar to military veterans.
We're in Jacksonville, Florida, visiting United States Marine Corps Blunt Island, which commands Marines, sailors, civilians, and defense contractor partners.
The discipline, the values, the integrity that the military already embedded in us, that just right along aligns with KBR. You come in, you have the integrity, you know what you need to do. You don't need that supervision like right off the back like that, because our end goal here is for the war fighters.
Waikina's interest in the military was sparked by her uncle's service in the Army and an inspirational JROTC mentor, which motivated her to join the Navy's delayed entry program.
The part that I loved when I was in the military is just knowing that I'm doing something greater than myself. And so with coming on board KBR and doing the exact same thing that I did when I was in the military, it just felt like home.
Army veteran Tommy Patton showed a passion for cars and mechanics from a young age. His talents have been utilized in both his Army career and now in his new role at KBR.
I wanted to join the military because I wanted to have money to go to school. And when I started going in the military and was in school, then I started learning how to work on different vehicles, and I enjoyed what I was doing, so I just kept going along with it. My role at KBR from day to day is working on the heavy equipment and the track vehicles, making sure I do PMCS, checking the oils, taking them on road tests, switching them out, bringing another vehicle in, and just rotating them throughout the day, making sure we got the appropriate paperwork for them so we can get the mission complete, get them staged up and put back on the ship.
With opportunities to work with industries closely linked to the military, a job at KBR has made Tommy's transition to civilian life easier in an environment where his mechanical expertise continues to thrive.
KBR tends to cater to a veteran. You're going to work with other vets, and we take care of each other.
For Marine Corps veteran Gary Birchfield, KBR provided an opportunity for a new adventure after 20 years of military service.
My transitioning period from the military to civilian life started out a little nerve-wracking, as everyone gets, 20 years in service, and then looking for those opportunities. And with KBR, I was approached by a KBR employee that I had worked with in the past, who was a senior leader here, and he seen that I was retiring and contacted me about if I would be interested in working here.
Providing solutions to challenges, whether on land, at sea, or even in space, the complex operations and environments KBR tackles requires many of the skills and attitudes displayed by military veterans.
What appealed to me from the KBR standpoint are their values and how they are mission-oriented and their link to the military. The career opportunities and progression that they provide is basically in your hands.
With more than 30 offices nationally and many more global sites, KBR might be the ideal fit for veterans across the country seeking a new career.
Vets make a great contributor here because of the type of jobs that are offered here that are just very much identical to what they did in the military.
It's a great pay scale. You got room for advancement. You're working around fellow vets. You're working around civilians that's military-minded.
It's a great environment. You're working with the military still, so you still have the connection. And to anybody that was interested in it, you're still meeting that camaraderie at work with fellow veterans.
For more information on career opportunities, visit kbr.com/careers.
The largest gas utility in the United States, Southern California Gas, is committed to being a good corporate citizen. They not only fund outside veteran organizations, they also have an internal program dedicated to recruiting and training qualified vets.
Thought that the military might give me a chance to figure out what I wanted to do with the rest of my life and to instill some discipline in me that I didn't have at the time. My name is Cedric Williams, and I'm the Vice President of Construction for SoCalGas and San Diego Gas and Electric. I wanted to go into the Marine Corps from the beginning. I didn't think a whole lot about other branches of the service. I went right to the Marine Corps recruiter and had him sign me up.
Cedric went into the Marines with the idea that he would complete a 4-year tour, and the longer he was in, the more he focused on what he wanted to do when he returned to the civilian world.
Originally, I wanted to get in the military because 9/11 happened while I was in college, and I felt extremely patriotic towards my country. I joined about 7 months later.
Kelly De Leon, an Air Force veteran currently in the Air National Guard, is now a project manager in the construction department at SoCalGas.
I've been deployed twice. once to Guantanamo Bay, Cuba, and the second time to Kuwait.
In the Marines, Cedric embarked on 2 6-month deployments attached to Navy ships to the Far East. He also spent a month in Panama for jungle warfare training.
Accomplishing that task was really pretty life-changing for me because it kind of culminated all the things that the Marine Corps had taught me about leadership to get myself and my team out of a tough situation.
Going from active duty Air Force to Air National Guard was a tough decision for me. I felt out of place in the civilian world.
I didn't have a specific idea of what profession I wanted to go into. I just know I wanted to finish school having something to do with engineering, and I knew I wanted to ultimately be in a position to lead people. So I took a job as a crew assistant, started in 1989, and that was my first job with the gas company.
I know I wanted to utilize the skills I had learned in the Air Force. Through networking, I ultimately heard about Southern California Gas Company and was invited to interview. The interview went smooth, and right away it felt like a family environment and it felt familiar. I was really quick to say yes.
I knew pretty quickly that a career with the gas company was going to be something I could do for the rest of my working career.
SoCalGas is the nation's largest natural gas distribution utility, with an increasing commitment to renewable natural gas and hydrogen.
The values that veterans have that can be useful here are really teamwork, leadership, training, the ability to do any job and work in the face of adversity.
There's always a connection. You know right away some things that you will automatically have in common when you meet another veteran. It'll be things like integrity, honor, mission focus. They all share some really great attributes that I learned as a young man as well. And it's amazing how many veterans we have here at the company.
The goal for SoCalGas is to be the cleanest gas utility company in North America.
We cover all the way from the Mexican border to Central California and from the ocean to the Arizona border. We definitely want to focus on providing increasingly renewable sources of energy to our customers. I see the future of SoCalGas continuing to be an energy delivery company for its customers in Southern California. Southern California Gas is a great company for a long-term career. It's a place where you can do a lot of different things under the company's umbrella.
This company is really supportive with veterans. We value the experiences that you have as a veteran and what you can bring to the table.
Thanks for joining us today on this edition of Military Makeover Operation Career. We'll continue to bring you stories recognizing just how valuable our nation's veterans can be. Until then, I'm Montel Williams. Take care.